Hey guys, welcome to the quick start guide. This is literally how to get your first campaign launched in 24 hours or less. I don't go into detail at all. That's what the rest of the course is for. This is just to show you the basics. You know, if you really need to get the ads running, or if you just want to dive into it and just start playing with it and launch your first campaign, this is a very quick guide to doing so. This is like basically will get you familiar with the interface. So make sure to go through and set up your Google Ads account and set up your tracking before you implement this video. And obviously I have those videos already kind of done, so you can go through and watch those videos. Scripting your first video ad. Mindset. It doesn't need to be great, it just needs to work. So basically, here's the deal, right? Before you do anything, you need a video ad, and the video ad, if you try to make it perfect, it's gonna take too long. Really, my mindset towards YouTube video ads is you start where you can and then you get better as you go. Because you could start with a really simple video ad and it could work, and then you could improve upon it and then keep taking things to the next level. So honestly, I would say it's just a matter of really trying a few different things, but you just need to get it out there, right? Like, you need to get it out there, see how it performs, improve upon it. If you take 2 months to make your first video ad, you're just not going to get enough data in imperfect execution or perfect execution any day, because imperfect execution is fast and allows you to learn, and perfect execution, people who do that, they take forever to actually get that done, which kind of sucks, and the goal is data. You can optimize later. Right now we just want to launch campaign or two, and then obviously I have the in-depth videos later on, but this is to just get you familiar, and maybe you don't even want to let the ad run, but let's go through this exercise of getting the campaign launched, just so you are familiar with how the interface looks like, and then when we go in depth, it's easier for you to implement because you're already a little familiar with Google Ads. The first video ad is going to be imperfect. It may work, it may not work. You just gotta get started. So open up this swipe folder for inspiration. Basically has a shit ton of video ads, so you can just open it up and just check out a lot of video ads, right? Like, there's plenty of stuff. How do you script your first video ad? This is important. Module 2 of this course will go entirely into how to create great video ads, different tricks, different structures, different ways of doing it. So basically, with scripting your first video ad, this is just the basics. So this is literally, you can go out there, grab your iPhone, shoot it, and bam. So number one is the hook. Okay, so let's step back. Let's give a sample offer, right? Let's say I'm selling a YouTube advertising course, which I'm going to be using YouTube ads very, very soon to sell this course. But let's give that as an example. So there is this structure this is a very simple structure, but it works. It's like there are different structures and different people have different structures, but this is something that pretty much everybody uses, and pretty much everybody likes to kind of either have a spin on this or have their own variation or call it different things. But this is kind of the fundamental structure of a pretty of a solid video ad. So number one is hook. So hook is grab their attention. Why should they watch this ad? Why should they listen to you? Why should they even pay attention and not hit the skip button? So for example, if I'm running a YouTube advertising course, my hook might be like, hey you, are you tired of getting banned by Facebook and watching your Facebook ad costs go up every single day? Then I got some big news for you, right? That's an example of a hook. Now, there are different types of hooks, right? Some people will hook by being like, hey, give me 5 seconds, I'm gonna show you blah, blah, blah. Like something really quick where they're like, give me 5 seconds to explain why you should watch this ad. Something like that. Becker does this whole like hook where he, smashes the wolf mug, and he does all kinds of hooks, right? The whole thing is you wanna grab their attention. And there's different ways, right? You can do something witty, you can do something funny, you can do something attention grabbing, shocking, or you could just open with a statement that really speaks to them, so they listen up and they're like, oh man, this guy's talking to me. So that's number one. Qualification, call them out. So here's the thing, you don't really want people who are not in your target audience to really watch it, and this is especially true the more of a niche offer you have. So for me, I'd be like, hey, listen, skip this ad if you're not running ads or don't want to run ads, and go watch a video. right? I could say something like that. Or it could be like, hey, yeah, so this video is for people who are running advertising and are frustrated with higher ad costs every day. So that's qualification. You're calling out your audience, you're speaking to them just so that they know it's for them, and then other people can just skip it. Number 3, describe what you're offering and benefits. So what is it that you're offering? What are the benefits? So it's, let's say you have a standard webinar funnel, right? Let's say I have a webinar talking about how to use YouTube ads to get 3x more sales. Okay, so let's say we have the hook, the qualification. Now we get into the actual thing I'm offering and what the benefits are. So hey guys, I'm hosting a free webinar, free live webinar this next Thursday where I go over the hottest new ad network. And no, it's not Facebook ads. And I'm gonna show you exactly how to use it to get, $4 or $5 leads and get 3 to 10x return on ad spend consistently. And I'm going to talk about the three ways that 3 secrets to using this ad network, right? Again, I just pretty much made that up on the spot, but it was like, okay, what is it? It's a webinar, free webinar that's live on Thursday. That are kind of like, okay, this is what you're offering. And what are the benefits? Okay, in this webinar, you're going to learn how to run ads in a network that is way cheaper than Facebook. You're going to learn how to, I don't know, you're going to know how to make amazing video ads that convert way better than your existing ads. And you're going to learn how to track everything so you know that you're getting those results. So basically, what are you offering? Go over a few benefits. And you really want the benefits to be benefits and not features, right? So maybe, obviously those were off the top of my head, but a benefit would be something like, you're going to learn the exact ad strategies I use to scale clients' offer to $2 million a month, etc. Something of that nature, right? So that's kind of the description and the benefits of what it is. What is it and why should they go here? Call to action 1. So then you tell them, hey, if you want to attend, click the link below or above. And then on the sign up page, enter your name and email. So you want to tell them what they're going to do once they click through. Then you might want to add some results and social proof. So you might be like, hey, and I'm just some random guy, but my clients trust me. Here's a quick testimonial. Here's a screenshot of my client's ad account, etc. So you're showing them some results and social proof. And then you have another call to action where you're like, hey, listen, yeah, seriously, click this link above or below if you want to learn how to run ads in this new hot ad network. So the thing I do want to explain is this structure is flexible. You could have the results and social proof go in a bit earlier before even describing what you're offering. You can play around with the structure, but essentially having these elements makes a pretty good, makes a very solid video ad. Now in module, I'm going to go over a lot more structures, a lot more ways to have these video ads be created and different examples and breakdowns and so on. This is just like a very high level overview, right? This will get you results if you follow this and keep trying different things. Module 2, we're going to go in deeper. So quick word on e-commerce video ads. So obviously the previous example was for an info product. If you're selling e-com, you do need to put in more work. Info products, you can snap your phone, all you need is you, and you can shoot the ad. E-com, you have your product, right? You have to show your product, but you also have to do it in a manner that doesn't bore the audience. There's a few differences between Facebook and YouTube video ads, right? On Facebook, a lot of times you'll see these video ads that are don't even have narration, they just have little text underneath, and they do well. On YouTube, we don't see those ads doing well. On YouTube, what we do see is e-commerce ads that have a person in the video narrating and guiding the video. Those perform a lot better. So think like Harmon Brothers, right? Like every one of their ads has the character in the video that kind of guides the ad along. So, it goes over all the benefits of the products and explains it and connects with the audience. It's not just some product that's there and it's being shown in different angles. It's like an actual person is talking about why this product is really good. So combine direct response of info product ads. So combine this structure, but combine it with actually showing the product's benefits visually. That's what I would recommend. And take, basically use this structure for your product. So find ways to demonstrate the product with this structure and have an actual person in the video kind of going through this whole structure. you don't want to just have the whole ad be a product demonstration. That won't work well. People will lose attention. You want to kind of get them through that whole quick persuasion cycle very, very quickly. So you could even do it by having maybe like 10 seconds of product demonstration. But the thing is, it should be more narration plus demonstration at the same time, right? I actually think demonstration's a little overrated. So the experts at e-commerce video ads is the Harmon brothers. Their video ads have performed extremely well on YouTube. Purple Mattress is another company with great video ads. So yeah, check those out. And they have a course on e-commerce video ads. So like definitely check that out. I'm gonna try to get in a little bit deeper on the second module, but I would definitely recommend checking out my swipe folder and checking out the Harmon brothers videos to see how they do it. And yeah, that's pretty much it on the e-com video ads side. As I mentioned, use this structure, add in a bit more focus, add in a person narrating and guiding the video, so an actor perhaps, or even you. And another thing, make sure the video is shot well. Especially for e-com, you really need to show the product well. So you need a professional videographer or video team. You can't just do it with your phone. And then the last thing would be, it needs to be fast-paced and interesting, and much more. It needs to be more infomercially, but also demonstrative. So it can't be just a product demonstration. It needs to go through like that, go through that whole structure I mentioned. And I would also add a section that busts objections, especially if you're selling an e-com product, right on the, like you're taking them right to an e-com product. I would definitely add in some objection busting at the end. Just because, with an info product, usually with a webinar, you bust objections in the webinar, but in an e-com product, you might want to preemptively do that a little bit. And yeah, just check out the Harmon brothers video ads. So like ads like Poopori, ads like Purple Mattress, ads Squatty Potty. I think there's a few others ones. Just check these guys out on YouTube. You'll find some good examples. Oh, guys, by the way, a 2020 update. If you want to create a really cheap and simple, easy e-commerce video ad, then I got this for you. What you need to do is you got to combine footage of product, user, influencer footage, and a voiceover. So it could be user-generated content, it could be influencer-generated content, it could be internal content. All you do is you follow the script that I literally explained to you just before this, and you combine that with a voiceover. So the voiceover would be a person who would basically go through the script while you show them footage of the product and of the product being used. And you can get great voiceover artists on Fiverr for $50. And just follow the secret video formula script, which kind of goes over this. And then module 6 focuses on advanced creative. So module 6 actually goes much deeper into this. A few important things to remember while shooting your ad is you want to tell them exactly what to do after they click. Example, click the link and then sign up for my webinar on the next page. Tell them to click above or below because their desktop will have a link below, and mobile oftentimes it will have a link above, like the CTA, and then it will have a link below. And edit in arrows that point towards a call to action. Use the ad preview tool to see where exactly the CTA would be. So the ad preview tool is like, if you go in here, this is a discovery ad, so it's, but you can still see it. Like if you do this for an in-stream ad, you'll see what it looks like, So if you're shooting your phone using your phone without a mic, make sure you avoid too much streak or background noise. You can really do it in pretty much any environment if you have a really great microphone, but if you don't, make sure to do it in a quiet environment. Otherwise the background noise and the shake will really bother people. Like especially if you're oceanside and so on. If you're using a camera, I'd recommend using a quality mic like a Rode mic to ensure both video and audio are solid. And with the video editing, just hire somebody on Upwork. At most it'll be like $30-40 an hour, and it will save you a lot of hours. Don't spend 5 hours trying to edit your video. Unless you like it, right? Unless you're a video person. For me personally, I just get people to edit my videos. And give yourself a couple hours to get the first video out right. Like honestly, it takes a few hours, right? Like you're getting in front of the camera, it needs a little bit of time for you to get the flow. So set aside 2 hours, take multiple takes, make sure you get the script down, put in some effort into it, An easy way to add a few variations is to, if you're trying to do split testing, and which I encourage you to do, start out with 2 to 3 ads, is use different hooks in the first 5 to 10 seconds, but have the rest of the ad be the same. Or you can also do something like use the exact same script, but try it indoors versus outdoors. Honestly, a lot of times, different settings make a conversion difference. It doesn't make sense sometimes, but you just have to have variations to test, and you eventually find what works and resonates with your unique audience. So then you upload the finished ad into YouTube. Just make sure you set it up as unlisted and use this ad preview tool. Basically, if you go into the ads and extensions section, you'll find your ad preview tool there, right? So you go to all campaigns, you go to campaigns, and then you go to the specific campaign you're looking at. If you go on the ad group level, you click on it, you'll see it. You go to preview, and there it is. Set up your first campaign. So we're going to use keyword targeting. We're going to keep it simple. Think of keyword that your ideal buyer would put into YouTube, right? And actually just thought about it and realized it. I'm gonna just show you guys how to do the whole process from scratch. So okay, let's say you've shot your video ad. In terms of uploading it, all you do is press this button. Okay, upload video. You upload your video in here and just set it to unlisted. And now going into the actual keyword research part. So I actually have a really good keyword research video tutorial that I'll also include in the detailed targeting section. But to start with, what you want to do is brainstorm, write down a few ideas of keywords your users would do, and check that search. And if that search has significant volume, which is a good number of videos with 50 to 100K plus views, then that's a good place to start. If not, try going broader. So for example, let's say you're selling a fitness supplement for men who want to get bigger. So maybe a keyword you would look for is fitness supplement to get bigger. And by the way, we're setting up an in-stream ad, right? That's what we're doing right now. All right, so 1.4, 778, 297, 1.4, 1.8, 3.6, 27, 139, 528, 74, 2.2, 1.7, 1. All right, so this is a good keyword. You can even go like more, best supplements for muscle growth. Again, you're getting a lot of videos with a ton of views, right? This is a good keyword. So I would choose 3 to 4, and basically what that will do is really help you with having just good, nice batch of keywords to start with. Hey guys, another really important thing I want to mention. You want to add an exclusion list. So this is the key for avoiding wasting tons of spend on low quality videos, right? Because basically what happens with YouTube is there are a lot of kids watching videos, like parents put the iPad in front of the kid, the laptop in front of the kid, and the kid watches the video and they see your ad, they don't click on it, it's wasted money. And so you want to avoid that. And sometimes you can also have these foreign language videos and you don't know who's watching them, etc. So we have an exclusion list. So I'm going to show you where to find it. So you go inside the course, and obviously this is the old course because I need to upload everything. But you go in here into bonuses, you go to master account exclusion list. And in fact, I'll put it in the link of this video as well. But I want to make sure that, you have it in there. And you go in here, basically you take this primary list, you want to take them. Gaming is up to you. Sometimes the gaming channels can work. It's really up to the audience, but basically you want to just copy this whole column, copy it, and then go in here and you'll go into tools and settings. And I covered this later, but I want to just make sure you guys have it now already. And you're gonna create, you go here and you create new list and call it account exclusions, because you don't want these showing up on any video in the account. You'll enter multiple placements, add 3,077 placements. This might take a while. Okay, save. Seems like a few of the placements were badly formatted. And then what you do is you go in here and you apply to campaigns, and you can apply them to all your campaigns, right? And that way you can exclude all the campaigns in one go. Yep. Let's talk about setting up your first campaign. As we mentioned, it's going to be a keyword campaign. We've already found some good keywords and videos with 50 to 100K plus views, and we found some keywords, multiple keywords, right? And then we're going to set up a campaign with 3 to 5 keywords in one ad group with one video ad. And we're going to use maximize conversions bidding type. And what we'll do is our budget will be $25 a day for leads if you're doing an info offer or if you're doing lead gen. For ecom, you'll do 1 to 2x your target CPA per day. So if your ecom product is $50, I'd recommend at least spending $50 a day on each campaign just so you can get the data in. So let me show you how this actually looks inside of Google Ads. So what you do is, this is all paused, but you click here, you go to a new campaign. You're gonna click on website traffic and you're gonna go to video. And we're going to do an in-stream campaign, and it's going to be basically on maximize conversions bidding. This is what we recommend in 2020. So the way I do it is I have a very specific nomenclature. So in this, we'll say example fitness offer. I believe it was best supplements, keywords, we'll call that. Or actually, I usually do it like KW and then best supplements. And then the video creative, so I don't know, let's say video 1 because, and then you'll want the start date. So it's the June 26, 2020. You can make this simpler, etc. We have a whole thing on nomenclature. I'm just trying to go through this fast, so I'm not doing it 100% right, but I just want to get you guys started. You want to use maximize conversions because this is a new account. You want to use target CPA only after you've hit a 150, 200 conversions, like 100 at the minimum. So as we said, we're doing this for our info offers, so we'll start with 25 a day. We're going to disable this button. It's really important you disable this button. We're going to be doing United States, and usually I just choose English because there are a lot of Spanish speakers in the US, some of whom don't speak English very well, so it's good to just exclude them if your offer is in English. And then in terms of the rest of these, so inventory type, I basically just show ads on content that's appropriate for most brands. If you really want to, you could go into expanded inventory. If you're doing this for yourself, if you're doing for a client, do it for this. If your client is very sensitive, you could do limited inventory. And then you can also add these additional site link extensions. We've used them a bit, but they're not like, amazing, but I do recommend them, and we will cover that in a future video. But for now, you can just exclude that just because it's gonna, add an extra effort. I just want to get you guys live on this. We usually exclude TV screens and tablets to start with, and target mobiles and computers, and then we'll test the other two later on to see if they're doing well. And usually you want to do account level conversion settings, right? That's really, really important. We don't do the specific conversion actions because we found that our campaigns actually work better when you use the account level settings. So frequency capping, we typically do a view frequency of 2 per week and the impression frequency of, I believe at 2 per day is pretty good. Now, as for ad group name, you can basically name it after the keyword. So it will be keywords, basically supplements. I believe it was best supplements for fitness. Now, in terms of the actual targeting, this is where you can really make those changes. So if, for example, this is only for men, you can exclude females here. You can exclude different demographics. Let's say we know it's for younger people, so we can exclude them. I usually keep unknown on because it has a bunch of everything. But this will, if you could turn it off, but it will limit your reach quite a bit. And then, you also have parental status and household income here. In terms of audiences, we got a bunch of audiences here. So the thing is, right now we're just going with keywords, so we don't want to touch any of these. So this is where you can choose your keywords. So you're going to ignore audiences, topics, and placements for now. We're just going to target keywords. I think the ones we had was best supplements for fat loss. And then you can find some keywords that are very related to that. So for example, you could target this keyword as well. And basically want like 4 to 5 keywords. So I'm just gonna go with 2, but you can find 4 to 5. You can also get keyword ideas by entering your website in here or product or service, and it will give you keyword ideas. So this part is where we add the actual video. Now we don't have a video. I'm just gonna take one of these random videos just so we can move to the next step. and I'm gonna click copy link address, put that in there. Okay, so I just wanna explain this to you guys. This is the final URL. So let's say our website is exercisesupplement.com. I know it's not very imaginative, but it is what it is. Then the call to action would be get your supplement, or let's say click here. That's always a good default. And this could be like fat loss method or something. Whatever you can fit into 15 characteristics that accurately describes your offer, right? Or how to lose fat, perhaps, maybe might fit. Oh, there we go, it does fit, so that's perfect. And you can update a companion banner. I don't have one ready because obviously this is just a random example, but it's 300 by 60 pixels and we recommend doing that. Where the companion banner shows up is right over here. So it's really useful to have some sort of like, your product name, or be like a click below for getting XYZ. So we'll auto-generate, which will still give a good banner. And I'm not gonna click this because I don't wanna create the campaign, but yeah, that's pretty much how it works. Now, how do you analyze the results of your first campaign? So first thing is you wanna let it run for 3 to 4 days, right? That gives it some time. If the click-through rate is above 1%, that means your ad is good. If it's 1.5 to 2.5%, that means your ad is amazing. So if your cost per view is less than 10 cents, you're usually in a less competitive niche, while if it's over 10 cents, you're in a more competitive niche. Like we have some clients that are, kind of $1 a view or something. It's, there are some expensive niches out there. And what's your opt-in rate like? That's important to know. What's your cost per lead like? What's your cost per purchase? And then really important, you want to check where your ad showed up to make sure they're showing up in the right places and they're not showing up in low quality placements. So the way you do that is you go in here into placements and you go into where ad showed right here, and it will show you where the ad showed. Obviously, I don't have any data on this because this ad account is kind of just inactive, but that's how you would do that. And it will show you all the places your ad showed. So, if you could actually see which campaigns or which placements are getting the best conversions and cost per conversion, so you can start optimizing. Well, congratulations, you've started your first campaign, you've gotten your first ad live, you've gone through the process, you kind of learned the basics, right? And you really learned it through doing. And if it seemed like this video was a little like, very fast, and it was meant to be. It's just meant to get you comfortable with the platform and get you clicking buttons and get you comfortable with spending a little bit of money, and just for you to become familiar. And now, from now on, we're going to focus on going very in depth into pretty much every single part of running YouTube ads, and you're gonna learn the platform inside out. So I'm very excited for you, and let's get on to the rest of the course. Cheers.